HalloisHavenbyHealing.com. I'm putting my cards straight. How is everybody this morning? Hey Tanya, hey Maria, hey Donna, hey Trisha. I did a lot of video readings yesterday. You might have seen YouTube put them live for some reason before I'd even edited them. Edit them today, maybe tomorrow. So I took them down. But because I record a lot of videos, my cards are in disarray. I like them all being the right way up. So, Maria sent me a message about yesterday's, the con. She got a phone call from a con person. So we saved Maria from that with yesterday's guidance. Did anyone else have that? Hey Melissa. Hi Trisha. Just getting the cards straight. Okay, I'll stop doing that. Interruptions. What's this? Message just popped up. Let's get some cards out for today. Interesting. I want to talk about attraction patterns today, like the law of attraction. Often people mistake attraction, law of attraction as in I'm attracted to this person, there's somebody that I need to speak to, they've got some information for me, as romantic attraction. A lot of people do that because they don't seem to be able to distinguish whether something is romantic attraction or just law of attraction, just a natural attraction to somebody for some other reason. And it's interesting because I don't know if you've watched the energy update for today already, Wednesday the 21st of October, but the King of Pentacles came up in it, and it was not our own energy in that one, it was someone else. So it was like a rich man, a rich masculine energy, someone with money or power, someone a boss, that kind of thing, coming in and being attracted, maybe sexually, maybe attracted to the money and the power, but not really attracted to them as a person. And then we had the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, which is all about it's all about us being independent and getting our pentacles for ourselves, right? And doing that for ourselves. And then the Hierophant came out, which I said in the energy update was like a spiritual teacher, but then leading us there, to getting empowered and making our money for ourselves. But now, when I replayed it, I'm like, oh no, I think it's different than that. I think when we figure out this law of attraction thing, our attraction patterns, we may be more aware of ourselves when we are attracted to money or power. And why that is. And then when we step into that Nine of Pentacles, when we're doing it for ourselves, when we're making our money for ourselves, we won't be so attracted to that anymore. We might be attracted to someone else that's doing it for themselves, but it's not going to be that same I want to give my power away to you kind of attraction. That we're attracted to the money or the power, something that we think we're not, for them to sort it out kind of thing. That we have been attracted to that, then when we're doing it for ourselves, we don't need to be attracted to that anymore. We have an awareness of it, and then we can actually choose someone for different reasons, not based on that at all. That's what I was getting this morning when I watched myself. Anyway, so let's get some more cards out on this. Because we can get confused, can't we? We've got the Garden of the Night. Oh, I'm going to start the camera off again because we've not got focus. We need focus. Chickens here. What's that? Chickens in the house. Have we got focus now? Yeah. Oh, I can't do it. Yes, we do. It's as easy as that, just stopping the camera, starting it again when it focuses. The Garden of the Night. Hi Deb. There are spaces and places within the world of the Kitsune that can be found within the human world too. One of the most magical places of all is a place where we can connect with moonlight in a world that's no longer lit brightly, but gleaming with silver, the same as it is during our waking hours, yet entirely different because of the gift of moonlight. I love moonlight energy. Lighting, I mean. When this card comes to you, you're being asked to look at the situation, person or concern, from a very different perspective, and to allow yourself the space to contemplate it at a quiet time, in solitude, under the silver light of the moon. Yeah. As I was saying, our attraction patterns, who we've been attracted to and why. I feel like that's going to be becoming clear to us. Maybe around money. Or maybe around some other kind of place we were disempowered before. We thought we didn't have any power. And so we were attracted to someone that had that particular power. It could be anything. It could be like, if you didn't think that you had like emotional power, you could be attracted to emotional people. It could be anything. But I feel like it's been revealed to us, or there's a possibility of having some awareness about ourselves today. Within this space, there'll be imaginative new ways to approach any difficulties, and your inventiveness and ability to dream into being, a new approach will be of great help during the daylight hours, which so often belong to the world of work, of family, of others. In these in-between times, guided by moonlight, you'll not only be able to solve the problem before you, but you'll have time alone to rediscover aspects of your soul. And you'll tend to what needs to grow within the moonlight hours and allow it, in time, to come forth into the light of day and become more integrated into the everyday aspects of your world. For now, find this space and place and be illuminated with the silver light of imagination and of infinite possibility. Let your imagination, creativity, dreams, and wonder all feed into your waking life's projects. Let the moonlight and the sunlight intertwine and create magic. Interesting. So we've got a different focus in the night, especially around moonlight. Yeah, I guess that's true. Hey, Timothy. Chicken's cute. She is, isn't she? You got 4 cats, Tanya. Wow. Hey, Chris. Hey, Christine. Hey, Lisa. So we've got the Garden of the Night, seeing things differently in the light of the night, not the dark of the night, the light of the night. We're 10 days off a full moon, so it's not going to be bright out there at night yet. So yeah, I just thought that was interesting about that law of attraction thing and who we've been attracted to, maybe who we were attracted to long ago, who we're attracted to now, what those differences are, what's being hidden, what are the unconscious factors behind our attraction patterns. What's the law of attraction bringing to us? And we're thinking that's our type, but really it's trying to show us something that we need to embody, right? So you could be attracted to someone because they're doing something or they've got something that's in your path to have. But instead of wanting them in your life to bring it to you because you don't think you have that power, you're attracted to them to know that you have got that power. Meteor showers. Is that what's going on at the moment? Did anyone else get conned yesterday? Or did someone attempt to con you or tell you lies and stuff like that? Was it just for Maria? I didn't have anything like that. Just made videos. Made a lot of videos. We're doing a pick a card read today. Didn't do it yesterday. I'll do it today instead. Did all the energy updates yesterday. Let's get a card. Or 4. Arenda. This is interesting. Just with the words that it says on it, it's number 22. Arenda. Got a couple of cons on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, they always happen though, don't they? Oh yeah, I got the emails, the usuals. Just delete them without looking at them. In fact, I get so many of those emails just because my email address is on my website and stuff. I get added to all of those lists all the time. That I used to use Unroll Me to try and get off the list, but they never take you off the list, so they just add you again anyway. So now I just go through my email, delete, and there's so many of them that it's hard to see the real ones. Sometimes I delete real emails. Arenda, honor your mystical creative force. So we've got this creativity, we've got this power within us. Arenda says, there's a mystical force present in all people that empowers them to affect the world or affect change in their own lives. We've got very empowering energy around at the moment. It's like, do it for yourself. Step up. Make your own money. Do it for yourself. You've got access to all the universe. Don't need to be attracted to other people. Like, we're not an island, right? We do need other people for love, for connection. But we don't need other people to take some power in our lives. That's what it's all about. I feel the energies are about that. Don't let other people take power in your life. And notice when you are. Anyway, there's a mystical force present in all people that empowers them to affect the world or affect change in their own lives. Arenda appears when it's time to make a sacrifice in order to move into the next creative expression of self. The maiden contemplates her role in creation. We've had that maiden card a few times, right? The maiden contemplates her roles in creation. The seed, the birth, the nurture, the release. The seed, the birth, the nurture, and the release. Both in her ability to procreate and her choices of expressing a creative force in relationships. Music, art, and food. She sits bathed in the light of the distant full moon. There we are again with full moon lighting. Maybe this is preparing us for the full moon. We're all going to be dancing around naked in the full moon, getting arrested. She sits bathed in the light of the distant full moon. Her mystical powers reflecting far into the past and far into the future. The sacred snake extends from her woven hair. The blood is offered to it as a sacrifice. It's the sacred dance of creation to give life and in return have some of our own taken away, transferred, transformed. This card embodies the ancient goddess as she was depicted in the Garden of Eden as a primordial, omniscient serpent, the bearer of wisdom. If this card is drawn by a woman seeking to start a family, it confers pregnancy and fertility. Arenda relates to all of the sacred feminine cycles, the transitions of maiden to mother to crone. Bless them as divine and equally valuable and beautiful. Nice. The ritual is not crochet magic. Weave together strands of wool or cotton, organic thread, in colours of red, orange and yellow. Use the skill that resonates within you. Crochet, knit or knot. Bind strands of your own hair into the weaving. Wear for blessings of fertility in body, life and soul. Wow. Arenda. Something going on about our power at the moment, isn't there? No cons for you, Chris. I've got an itchy hand. Did a mosquito land on it? None you recognised. None yet. None that you recognised yet. Let's get a goddess out. So, I didn't buy any wine yesterday. Cleaned up my act. Feeling better for it today. You'll see the bags disappearing from my eyes now in the coming days. My body clears all of that out. Which legendary lady is coming to us today? Artemis, Independence. Didn't we have her yesterday? I think we did. Maybe the day before. Artemis. Independence. It makes sense. It's like, I got the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups today in my personal cards. And 9 of Cups, who am I? Self-love. 10 of Cups, be supportive and cleanse. Cups isn't the same as Pentacles, but it's similar kind of energies. The 9 of Pentacles being, do it for yourself. Create money for yourself. Get the house for yourself. Start the business for yourself. All of that. It's about you fulfilling your pentacle wishes yourself. 10 being more, then you bring someone in to share that with, you know, the complete picture. And the same with the cups, like the 9 of Cups is like fulfilling your emotions yourself. That last cup is missing, but it's the self-love journey, it is. The 9 of Cups. To the 10 of Cups, then you bring someone in. Hey Eva, hey Roya. Oh, these cards are amazing. I just did it by cutting them because they don't shuffle right, so maybe that's how I can pick these cards, is cut the deck. Artemis, Independence. She's Greek. Did we have her yesterday? Now is the time to go it alone or declare your independence. You're getting protection and guidance from Artemis, goddess of the wilderness. Explore, nurture or commune with the moon to find more answers. I'm telling you what, the energy update for next week is really interesting. And this is reminding me of it. So you know how I was talking about how we can give our power away? We can get attracted to people for the reasons that they've got something that we don't think we have within ourselves and give our power away. Well, other people do it to us too. And there's something about an offer coming in this next week which isn't quite right for us. It's something that we want, but not in this way. Anyway, you'll see that on Friday. In 2 days I'll upload that. Well, it's uploaded, I just need time to edit it. We've got to be aware of that people are attracted to what we have inside of us, and they're trying to give their power away. And we don't want them to come in when they're trying to give their power away, even if they're the right person for us. Because that leads to codependence, doesn't it? If they're not standing in their power, it's not time for them to come into our lives. Because then they're going to be codependent. We're going to be codependent. We're going to help them out. I feel like that's what's going to happen this next week, because it was all over the energy update. Hey Karen. Hey Maya. Independence, independence, independence. Let's get some tarot out, see if we get the 9 of materials. 9 of Pentacles. I use my Dark Mansion tarot. Do that thing with them. That thing. That shuffling thing. This might work better. These cards. No, they're so stiff. No. Okay. How is everyone today? Oh, can you all click like on this video, please? While you're watching me shuffle. Well, look at that. We got some cards out. They fell out like normal tarot. Starting with the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles it's an offer. It could be from the universe. It could be from someone else too, though. It could be like this King of Pentacles coming in. You're attracted to them. You're attracted to the wealth. You're attracted to the pentacles. You're sexually attracted to them because of that, because of the power. But you're not really attracted to them in any other way. They're not the Hierophant. And yeah, Donna, you're going to really get a lot out of this next week's energy update, I'm sure. Me too, as well. So this Ace of Pentacles comes in an offer from a rich guy, a rich masculine energy anyway, someone with the power. We've got to recognize it for what it is. We don't want to give our power away. So interesting. The Devil. Come on, camera, catch up. Stressed about court tomorrow, Trisha. Ooh, what you in there for? The Devil. Look how suspicious she is there. So the Devil energy, it's the negative side of us, isn't it? It's the fears, it's the... She seems to be seeing things clearly though. She's a little bit wary. Look at this down here. The skeleton. It's like, really? There seems to be a lot of awareness about this Devil card. Do you see it too? I like a pointy knees. We're seeing something clearly. Something of our patterns clearly is what I'm getting from this Devil card. As this offer comes in, you'd be like, I would so jump all over that offer a few years ago, or even last week maybe. But now, that would be giving my power away, and I see it clearly. That would be me not doing it for myself. Dragon Eye. Ooh. Tanya, I need to listen. He's a manager in a big gas station. Oh, has material things but isn't emotionally available. Right? Then we've got the Hierophant, which is what I was just saying. The Hierophant came out in the energy update and I didn't pick up on its energies right, but I did this morning when I watched it. The Hierophant is the person that we choose, that we really choose when we're not choosing out of disempowerment. And this is how the Nine of Cups goes to the Ten of Cups. Is we can fulfill ourselves emotionally, the Nine of Cups, all by ourselves, sitting there with our red wine in the evenings. Oh, it was that one. Fulfill ourselves. And then when we're doing that self-love thing, fulfilling ourselves, then that final cup comes in and we get that Ten of Cups. We get that relationship. But so often we're looking for that relationship before we've fulfilled it in ourselves, before we've done the self-love thing, and it never works. It's always disempowerment. We look for something different when we are fulfilled financially, emotionally, within ourselves. When we're just sorted, we look for something different in someone, and it could be different for everyone. What it is that we're actually looking for. I'm gonna go out, chicken. Let's let chicken out. So the Hierophant is more a spiritual match, whatever that means to you, whatever is in your life path, more of a spiritual match. But that match, if you're looking for a relationship, that match, you both have to be at the Nine of Cups, you both have to be at the Nine of Materials, you both have to be doing it for yourselves first to be ready. Otherwise it's not going to work. You both got to be empowered. That is why in the energy update for this next week we've got that. An offer comes in. And I feel like it's your Hierophant, I feel like it's your person, but they're not ready. The timing isn't right. And it's going to be something that you would have said yes to, something that you were waiting for ages, something that you thought, if they say this, I'm going to say yes to it, definitely. And then they offer it, and you're like, no, not like this. No, because you're not ready. And I can see you're not ready. You're going to shock yourself at being so sorted. Lisa, for some, being able to receive is the lesson. I've always been fiercely independent, so to receive pentacles and the lover is the lesson, not an unhealthy decision. It's a step along the way. It is a step along the way, Lisa. Been there and I've done that. Yeah, and I had to have that too. I had to learn to receive under those conditions too, but in the end it wasn't a lasting thing. It wasn't a lasting relationship, those ones that I did that in. There was a time that I had panic attack thinking I might have a lover providing with abundance. Wow, yeah. I know, Donna, but it's good, because we're progressing. And the faster we get these lessons, the faster they get the lessons, you know. Isn't that an amazing deck? I love it. What else have we got going on? What else do we need to know about that? TikTok, timing. It's all about timing. The time isn't right yet. Oh God, we wish it was, but it's not. But it's all about our empowerment. We've got to keep on empowering ourselves. It's getting out of codependency, isn't it? 3 cards came out in that weekly read. 3 of those, whatever they're called, Matt Carnes cards. Yes, they're still at the top, because that was the last reading I did. We got unraveling codependency, right? We've got untangling neglect, abandonment issues. How much of these cards been coming out? And demystifying the darkness. Those 3 came out instead of 1 in that reading for this next week. That's what it's all about. We've got to empower ourselves in those aspects. It's like we're not yet at the 9 of Cups or the 9 of Pentacles, even though we think we're there and we think that we're independent and we think we're doing it all for ourselves. The universe turns around and goes, yeah, but what about this codependency? What about this neglect? What about this abandonment? What about this darkness? And that's why we're not ready, even though we think we are ready, and we think it's them that's not ready, and blah, blah, blah. They're a match, remember. And we can have blind spots to that, you know. This is our blind spots being revealed. Time for a nap. It's like, TikTok, it's not time yet, time for a nap. Have a sleep instead. There's that mosquito. Oh, got 1 mosquito in the room. I don't know why. The room filled up with mosquitoes last night. It must have been when I came back from training, I let a leap of them in. They must have all been on my back or something. You empowered yourself with a pedicure. Nice. Oh, there was something about, was that in today's? Gosh, I do so many readings, I can't remember. Decluttering. Decluttering the house, which helps our minds to declutter. You might feel like doing that today, having a clear out of your cupboards or something like that. And it'll have a positive effect on your mind or other things. That's how I feel. Time for a nap. Come to the edge and then a risk. It's risky to say no, is what I'm saying. It's risky to... Look. When the devil offers us what we thought we wanted, it's like, I'm struggling with money. The devil comes in saying, would you like to win $1 million? You just need to buy one of these tickets. And you're tempted by that. You're tempted to give your power away again. But it's not really what you want. And when you say, no, I'm going to build my business instead of buying that lotto ticket, because I'm not stupid anymore and I'm not giving my power away like that anymore. That's a risky decision. Why am I pixelated? That's a risky decision. Come to the edge is taking a risk. Because there's a big part of you that wants to say yes to this devil. Yes, this is what I want to give my power away. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can hold out. I'll stop the camera. I don't like being pixelated. So it's going to feel risky to say no to this devil. It's not the devil, it's just it's just the same old stuff. It's the same old. Do you want to give your power away again? It's going to feel risky to say no. It's like, what if it never gets offered again? This is what I've been waiting for. What if it never gets offered again? But see, she's letting go, like the leaves. Look at her heart's there. She's letting them go. She's letting them blow away in the wind. Because she's confident that it's going to come back around again. Or what she really wants this time. The no's are very empowering. When, even if someone's offering you a 9 on 10, it's like, no, but I want the 10 on 10. I don't want the codependent stuff to come along with it. I don't want the abandonment stuff to come along with it. It feels to me like in the recent past, maybe the last few months, we've been shown where our issues are, what it is that's missing, maybe from a relationship or from our lives. Again, I'm brought back to these, the codependency stuff. It's like almost perfect, but there's still codependency stuff there, there's still neglect there, there's still abandonment there, there's still some darkness there. And so we're shown it, and it's like, do you want this? And we're like, oh yeah, that's right for me. And the universe says, are you sure? Because there's all of this crap here, let me show you this crap. And you're like, oh yeah, there's that crap. Then we get to sit back and go, okay, do I really want this? It's most of me saying yes to it. But I'm actually going to let it go because it's not the 10 on 10. And I need the 10 on 10. I don't want that codependency. I don't want the neglect. I don't want the abandonment with it. And so we say no to it, trusting that the 10 on 10 is coming. So interesting. I knew when I was sorting these cards out before that I needed to use these cards this morning. It's with my throat. So, a risk to be taken. But she's letting those hearts go like the leaves, right? In the tropics, the trees don't shed the leaves. In fact, some of them are. Not many. But yeah, just letting them go. The tree doesn't worry about that, does it? Letting those leaves go. Just lets them go because it knows it's going to grow some new ones in spring or whatever it does. I think that's it from that deck. It's not giving up anymore. Gnosis. Knowing what we know deep inside is gnosis. We know this stuff. And we might want to dodge it and use those same patterns that we've used from our egos to try and get around stuff still. But we don't really want that. We want to heal properly and we want it to be gone. The forest. The shedding the leaves. The shedding the leaves. Oh. But we've got the womb here. Something is growing. And as I said, the knowing, the gnosis, the knows that we say. We've been growing this thing for ages, what we want. We know what we want. We've put those wishes into the universe. And it is growing in our wombs. We're pregnant with it. just got to say no to it. Like the doctor saying, would you like to give birth at 5 months pregnant? No, it's not ready yet. No, it's not ready yet. No, it's not full term yet. We've got to recognise that and say no. And we keep on saying no until we know that we're ready, because it's full term. We know that we're ready. We've got those signs. We've got this inner knowing. We do know it. We might want to pretend that we don't and give in to that devil energy, but really with a Hierophant, we do know it. We've got this spiritual knowing. Don't rush ahead. The time isn't right yet. That's the word. Right, let's do some readings for people. You people. Who wants a reading? I'll do me first. So that story makes sense, doesn't it? We've got to be even more independent, not shut off, but even more independent to fulfill our own wishes. Because we're not quite ready yet. And I've just told you why. Fear of lack is challenging, yeah. This isn't about money. Money's flowing brilliantly right now. This is about love, lovers. It's never been more so than now. COVID, no tourists, hardly anyone left on the island. That's my challenge, it is. Maria. Bit sleepy today. Maria, you got to write and initiate. Write to someone, initiate something, send a message. Oh, interesting. Because I pretty much think that I was talking to everyone who's sit back and don't do anything at the moment. But you got someone to get in touch with, Maria. I want to go shopping. I was thinking of flying to Bangkok, and then I realised I can't fly to Bangkok because my passport is in Bangkok, and you can't fly without a passport, even internally. Immigration has all of our passports because they did this thing where they were saying that everyone needed to get a new visa before the 26th of last month. I haven't had a passport for like 6 weeks now because they've got too much work to do. But now, I'm like, oh, it wasn't a problem before. Now I want to fly to Bangkok to go shopping. And I can't, because they've got my passport. Kind of annoying. Maybe I need to go to Nakhon Si Thammarat instead. Go to spend some time in waterfalls with Pooh. So there you go, Maria. You've got someone to talk to. Write to them, send a message, email, something like that. It's writing. Who's next? Donna. Communicate romance. Communication. There's plenty of communication, there is. In next week's, I'm talking about plenty of communication, a lot of it. But it's so grounded and so honest. About feelings and about all of this that I was talking about whether we're really ready or not, whether we're still in those patterns or not, the abandonment, the codependency, all of that. It's very honest. I can't leave the island. It's a bit dodgy though, isn't it, Chris? Because that's what I've been thinking. Like, I wouldn't want to go to the mainland and go anywhere without my passport, right? What happens? The police stop you. They want to know who you are, and you say, well, your government's got to sort out the immigration thing. Give our passports back to us. There could be people that want to leave and go back to the country or whatever, and they can't because they've not got a passport anymore. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I can leave the island, but it is a bit dodgy. I'm not that comfortable with moving around the country without my passport. Yeah, you hope communication comes in, Donna. I think things will be getting very clear for you before that happens. so that you don't go into old patterns. It takes it up to a whole new level, this information, doesn't it? Just for me anyway. In my situation, it does for me. It's like, oh, I don't want to be the rescuer. And it's like, oh, no, I really don't want to be the rescuer. Yeah. Tanya. Tanya, wait and breathe. Like, wow. Just don't. Take time for a nap. The time isn't right now. Just stop and breathe. Just sit this out and breathe. Don't take action. This is emotional stuff. This isn't like, don't go to work or something like that. For sure, do the independent stuff. Focus on yourself. But the emotional stuff, just don't take action on it. Just breathe. Just breathe. Calm yourself down. Quicker than 8 weeks. Yeah, but they had the whole country. They had every single tourist that was still in this country, which was a hell of a lot of people. And they told us all that we had like this 4-week, they gave themselves 4 weeks thinking that they'd be able to get through it and we'd all space ourselves out. It's what governments do sometimes and make silly decisions. And then on the last day, they said, oh, well, we're just extending it automatically anyway. We didn't need to send them in. We didn't need to pay all that money for visas that are dodgy because we want a tourist visa, but they wouldn't give us a tourist visa, so we had to get around it somehow. Some people started businesses, some people... I went for a volunteer visa. I'm not going to volunteer anywhere. But I had no option because they gave us no option. It's just stupid. Stupid. Anyway. Timothy. Communicate with a friend. Talk to your friend. This is one in particular. This isn't just like hang out with your friends. One friend in particular. What friend? Why? Let's be nosy about Timothy. It's about travel. Ooh, a travelling friend. Somewhere to go. Oh, a friend that lives somewhere else and you can go and visit them. Something like that. Communicate with that friend that's somewhere else. Tanya, so laid back and focused on myself. I feel like I'll be coming in toward me. What with a bit of anxiety last night, but nothing horrible. There you go. That's that wait and breathe then. Maybe that anxiety will be coming to light. You know what I said about this? Unraveling codependency, untangling neglect and abandonment, demystifying the darkness. That will be the anxiety coming in. We think we're ready, but we're not. So, breathe and wait. And Timothy, you get in touch with that friend. Karen. Up until now, that's the past card. It's so past. It's fading away. Yeah, so it's like further back in the past, something from further back in the past that you've not accepted yet. You think it was wrong, you think it shouldn't have happened. There's still something like that. From long ago, Karen, that you've not accepted. It's got something to do with what I was talking about today. Roya, dreaming girl. Yeah. Play and go within. You know how I was saying that when we get through all of these lessons and crap, when we have properly healed ourselves, then who we'll choose will be very different than our usual type, because we've been choosing. We've been choosing out of disempowerment. We've been choosing out of our issues to try and get around our issues. Well, I'll choose someone like this because they'll be safer because of this, this and this, you know? But who you will actually choose will be way more playful, and I feel like you've been pushing that type away. But it's who you are, Raya. And it'll feel safe once you've healed yourself of all this stuff to head toward a relationship like that you've been avoiding. Anyway, go within, sort that stuff out, this stuff out. It's not your aversion to play, it's this stuff. And when you sort that out, you will open up to the more playful stuff. Chris. Interesting. Chris, communicate with nature. Go and ask the trees, or go and ask the moon. After these cards, yeah, I would say go and ask the moon for what you want. Or answers. Go and ask the moon for answers. Communicate with nature. Get more witchy, Chris. Interesting. Eva. Ooh, you're like the phoenix right now, Eva. You're breaking away from people that are in this energy. And you're limitless, you're flying. You're like, well, I'm just going to spread my wings now and fly off, and everyone else is like landlocked. They haven't got wings, and they're like, well, it's your fault that we can't fly. They're still in that kind of energy, but you're flying away from them. I'm seeing even in the colours of these cards, I'm seeing the fire and the purple, the phoenix coming out of that fire and flying away. You're setting yourself free from some old energy where you've been held back, locked into that energy. And now you're setting yourself free from it. This limitless expansion. Wow. Good job. Trisha. Oh, Trisha, you've got fear of lack and growth. So this is about money. It's about abundance. It's about being that independent one, not attracted to the King of Pentacles, but being the Nine of Pentacles, doing it for yourself, building something up for yourself. That's where your growth is now. It's doing that. It's stepping into your power, going, right, watch the energy update. Right, I said it in there. It's like, right, I'm gonna make my money now. I'm gonna get my own house now. I'm gonna be financially independent. I'm gonna have a lot of savings. I'm gonna sort it out for myself now. That's where your growth is. Stepping away from that fear of lack, and it's not about healing your fear of lack. I saw a post on Facebook this morning. I wasn't hanging around on Facebook because I was just doing the advertising for this, but somebody had posted about something getting repossessed, and they said they were praying and praying and praying for the money. And I thought, wake up, girl. That's not how you get money. You don't pray for it. I mean, you can. That's in desperation, right? That's in desperation. That's waiting for the universe to save you all the time. That's not empowerment. So just watch out for that. What I mean by that is, you might think that's the magic of the universe when it saves you from chaos, from having nothing. That's the money coming in last minute for that bill. That's just living on the edge. That's like living on empty. And so the universe has to step in going, Trisha's not doing very well, better throw some money at her just for her to get by. You get just enough just at the right time. That's when you're living on the edge. That's not the magic of the universe. Yeah, the universe is going to save you. It will, because it loves you. But that's not abundance. Abundance and the magic of it is going, what I was just talking about, that Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to build my money up. I'm going to get this, and just following that path, and then follow your intuition and ask the universe for it and pray for it or whatever. And then get the job and start the business and do the stuff in an empowered way. What is that? Melissa. Something has been taken away, Melissa. Detachment. For a good reason. So love what is, even though you don't know why it's been taken away yet, it has been taken away for a good reason. So it could be about what I was just talking about. Someone or something has been taken out of your life for you to see something clearly now about what you've been doing There's very good reason for it. It's not quite right for you. It could be a 9 on 10. It could be almost right for you, but it needs to be taken away for a while for you to see these things clearly of what's not right about it and get honest about that with yourself. Christine. But still keep quiet, keep your idea to yourself, don't tell other people about it, own that idea, let it be nurtured within you, don't throw it away. If you've been given a gift, say if you have a baby, because ideas are like babies, if you've got this newborn baby, you don't just put it out on the street, you don't put it out on the road and leave it there, or you don't the first person that comes along, you don't hand your baby over to them. You keep it to yourself, you take care of it. So you've had an idea and you need to let it grow within inside of you. Keep it really dear to you, Christine. Tanya, so I read that already. Timothy, that was amazing. You're welcome. Stephanie. More communication than walking for 23 miles in the woods. Yeah, talk to the moon. Get out in the night and talk to the moon within the next 10 days. I think when it gets brighter, it will get more illumination. Stephanie. Feel it in connection. Ooh. This is that Hierophant thing. It's going to feel very different, this one. The King of Pentacles that showed up in the energy update today, that's not so much of a feeling one, but that's like a grasping one. Yeah, I want this one because he's rich and I can have this life and I don't need to look after the things that I'm struggling with because they're going to answer. It's very much a head connection, whereas the Hierophant is the feeling connection. It's something that's very different. It's not your head that's choosing. So feel that connection with somebody, Stephanie. Makes sense, Karen? Phoenix Eva, I know. Got that very clearly. It's cool. You're welcome, Raya. And Eva. That's the plan. Your own security, Trisha. That's awesome. Pietra. Hello. Pietra's new. I've not seen your name before. Oh, you've got similar stuff going on than Eva. You've got blame and detachment here. So you do need to let go, and you're right to let go, and people don't want you to leave them behind or whatever, but you've got to make some good choices for yourself now, Pietra. And don't let them blame you for that. Yes, you'll be leaving people behind, but really you're empowering them to do the same thing for themselves. So just do what you know that you need to do. And it's okay to detach from people. Don't let them give you the guilts for doing that. You can't take people with you. They can choose to step up and empower themselves if they want, but you can't do that codependent thing and take people with you. Don't know if you were here for the rest of it, but you might want to watch the replay of this, Pietra. You're welcome, Christine. 2 simple little cards, but always so powerful. I know, these cards are amazing, aren't they? You want the rich one, Stephanie? Get out of here. No, you don't. Whoa. Did I tell you about the time that I had a multimillionaire boyfriend, partner for a year? Still recovering from it. I shit you not. I am still recovering from it. It's come up lately. That power. The power difference. It's not a good thing. You don't really want that. And maybe you do need to experience it, but I can tell you it's not good. And as I was saying, maybe it was in the readings I've not put out yet, but you don't have to be earning the same amount of money. You don't need to be equal like that in a partnership. But you do need to be true to yourself of whatever vibration you're at, right? So you need to be earning the money and be in your power, whatever level you're at, what's right for you. The amounts of money don't have to be the same. You just have to be empowered to your level, kind of thing. And then come together. Otherwise there's going to be a power imbalance. So equally yoked doesn't mean having exactly the same amounts of money. It just means being empowered to, it just means being in alignment is what it means. I'm finding it hard to explain it because it's, yeah, you just need to be earning the money that's right for you right now. Open to the limits that you've got. Do you know what I mean? Just at the top of your game. Yeah. And not even at the top of your game, but you just need to be open and receiving. Otherwise there's power imbalances. So if you're giving your power away in any way, it's not the time to get into a relationship. Working on being patient. Treasure. So thanks everyone for coming along. I will see you tomorrow, everybody. I'm going to go training now. Bye. If you want a private reading, go along to behealing.com. Have a good day. See ya.